Hi everyone. If you have seen the title of this video, it's going to be an interesting one. This is going to be more like a philosophical video, but there might be some examples which are going to prove my point, at least to some extent. And before you think anything about this whole video, I'm not stupid, okay? I wouldn't just make a video about how math is wrong, you know, the math itself is wrong, if I didn't have a theory as of why it's wrong. So let's get into it. Math. Everybody knows it. It exists. We use it to calculate basically everything. We use it in every science, you know, physics, chemistry, mathematics, just simply mathematics, computer science, basically everything. We use math. Math is basically the language of science, right? But what if, and just hear me out, what if this language is wrong? What if this math that we know and love is not necessarily wrong, but there's more to it than what we give it credit for? So, for example, single-digit numbers. We as humans know about 10 single-digit numbers, ranging from 0 all the way to 9. But what if this is wrong? What if there could be maybe 20 single-digit numbers? You know what I'm trying to get to right here? So who can say with confidence that we actually made up these numbers correctly? Because all that these numbers are, they are just, you know, things that we made up based on some patterns that we observed as humans. So, like, there could be a side to math, science, physics, chemistry, everything that we just simply don't know about. Maybe that's the reason why we can't build fucking, I don't know, the spaceships that, you know, can actually travel with the speed of light, or, you know, that's why we can't travel in time or teleport or, you know, fun stuff like that we can see in sci-fi movies. You know, this idea for this video, it actually came up when I was watching a sci-fi movie some time ago. And I've actually talked with about this topic with a astrophysicist, and he somewhat said that, yeah, this is a good idea, but the thing is that, you know, even though this could very easily be possible that our math and our sciences are wrong or not totally right, that, like that's a possibility, but you know, because everything that we know about our universe and how everything works in nature and everything is based on what we have built out, these systems that we have built out so far, that's why, you know, scientists aren't gonna think about the idea of maybe our math is wrong, you know, because like it would mean that everything that we know so far should go into the trash. Because if we find out that maybe there's an 11 single-digit number, or maybe there are 10 other single-digit numbers, every calculation and everything that we have done so far in this world would be wrong. And, you know, I'm not saying that math isn't right, because we can build stuff, we can calculate certain stuff, so it has to, like, it needs to be somewhat right. I'm just saying that there are fields and there are, you know, sciences and ideas that we just simply can't get started with because our understanding of the universe is not well-rounded enough. For example, dark matter. Like, yeah, we study dark matter, like we as humans. I'm not actually studying dark matter actively, but like, you know, there are some really smart scientists who do, but they can't actually prove and they can't actually know what dark matter is, because dark matter and the studying of it would need some sort of science that we just don't know about yet. I hope that this makes sense. I hope that I'm not making a huge fucking dumbass out of myself, but, you know, I was thinking about this idea that maybe there are some more things to our sciences than what we actually see. And, you know, this astrophysicist guy actually said that, yeah, this idea could be right. Like, maybe there's a math that says that 2 + 2 is actually 5 or 6 or whatever, you know, but like, he also said the fact that we have actually built everything on top of our existing math. Like, that's why we can't go further, you know. That's why we are not just gonna throw everything into the trash that we know about physics and everything, because like, you know, we already have advancements of thousands of years in these fields, and like, to just delete it out of random everything, it would be, you know, bad. But all I'm trying to get to is, you know, maybe there are some things that we will never even actually achieve. For example, time travel. Like, at least in the way that we see in the movies, that, you know, you just make a simple device and you can make a portal to just go fucking 100 years into the future or in the past. But, you know, maybe that's the reason why we can't or will not be able to make things like this. Maybe that's the reason. Our math is just simply not capable of calculating these things. And, you know, that's a chain reaction, because if our math is wrong, like, it's just obvious that everything else that's based on our math is also wrong. I don't know. Also, quantum mechanics. Like, we also know very little about these things because we just simply don't know how to get started in the studying of them. So yeah, I'm not saying that you should not learn math because it makes sense, you know, like math is adding up as far as we know. But all I'm saying is that maybe there's more to it than we think. So yeah, that's just a fruit for thought, and just think about it for yourselves, you know. Maybe you will come up with a new single digit number and maybe you will change the world. Who the fuck knows?